Hey CJ, thanks for doing this. What's sort of the feeling right now inside the locker room? You know, it's 7-7 with 3 games left. You guys know what's at stake.
Yeah, everybody's just, we know that we have to win this one. I think that's the biggest thing. The biggest thing is to move on from yesterday and understand that we have a short week. And, these Thursday night games, as a player, I'm like, oh, nice. Like, you're not physically during the week, it's not as tasking, but mentally it's very draining because you have to make sure you're on your P's and Q's regards to, the game plan, studying your opponent, putting that extra work in outside of the facility. So yeah, that's all this is right now, is focused on Jacksonville and focused on, getting our minds right and our bodies right for this Thursday night game.
CJ, I know you talked yesterday about, some of the guys like Zach and Greg getting a lot of attention, negative in this respect. What did you think of how Zach performed yesterday in his return from, the last 3 weeks where he wasn't playing?
Yeah, I think he did well. I took a glance over the film. I know the coaches were sending us guys some tidbits and things like that while they were watching it and getting ready for Jacksonville last night. But I think he played well. I think, as a unit, as an offensive unit, we left a lot of plays out there. And that's, I don't know position by position what it was. I know myself personally, I left plays out there, and we all feel that way. But, I think he did well in his return for sure.
CJ, can you pinpoint what wasn't happening in the run game yesterday for you guys?
Pinpoint? No, I think again, it just comes down to execution. We weren't able to execute at the standard that we needed to execute at. And again, it's not a point finger at, this person or that person, whatever. It's in any particular on any particular play, something wasn't getting done and we weren't executing as a unit, and we can't do that, especially in something that we want to be our staple, and we want to, kind of lean on. And yeah, you can go through almost any one of those plays and something was going on with one of us, right? And so that's the most frustrating part for me. That's, when I say we left plays out there and we weren't able to execute, that's something that I kind of look at and I'm like, that shouldn't happen.
CJ, we talked to Robert a little while ago, and he took the blame on himself for not using a timeout earlier in that last drive, the 2-minute drive, and giving you guys maybe a better chance at the field goal. What does it mean for you that, a coach just to stand up and say, "Hey, I screwed this one up"?
Yeah, that's huge. Yeah, I don't know. I know there was something last week, or I'm pretty sure it was last week, right, where he said, I love the guy. Maybe 2 weeks ago when he was talking about how he loves coaching us, and he makes that emphasis. I love Saleh. He goes out to bat for us. He shoot during the game. He's trying to hype us up and really get us going. And as a player, you love to see that. As a player, I feel like it's my job to be able to do that and get the guys together. And, I think each individual player feels that way as well. But anytime you see your coach going out to bat and putting things on his shoulders, I love to see that. I love playing for him because of that. And I want to put my best foot forward, not only for the team, but for the coach as well.